Has your wife said she wants a divorce and you're wondering what it's going to take to save your marriage? Well, brother, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to be teaching you the 4 steps you need to take when your wife is filing for divorce and you want her to change her mind. Now, if we haven't met each other before, my name's Luke Finn. I'm the founder of the ARC system, which has helped hundreds of dads avoid divorce and reconnect with their wife. Now, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and smash the bell button to be notified each Tuesday when I release a new video. And make sure to stick around to the end of this video to get the opportunity to enroll in my free masterclass. In the free masterclass, I want to teach you the secret to reconciling that no one else is talking about. Now, with all that being said, let's dive right in. So as we get into this video, I first off want to let you know that this is video 1 in a 2-part series on how to save your marriage. And today we're covering how to save your marriage when you're the nice guy. In the second part, I'll be covering how to save your marriage when she was filing for divorce as the ice guy. Now, if you're not sure whether you're the nice guy or the ice guy, I'll link up a separate training up above where you can go and deep dive into that and diagnose yourself and see whether you're the ice guy or the nice guy. Today, we're looking completely and focusing 100% on how to get your wife to change her marriage when you're the nice guy. Now, if you're watching this video, I guarantee you your wife means the world to you, and that's awesome. These are the men that I serve, are men that when they got married, they said it was till they died, through good times and bad, thick and thin, up and down, that you're going to love your wife no matter what, all right? And that's a wonderful thing, that, you know, you should feel that way. But the problem is when she checks out of the marriage, it causes issues because you've been filling your life up with your wife. Your wife has been the centerpiece and you're putting her on a pedestal. And now that she's checked out the marriage, it's leading you to become needy. You're looking to her to meet your needs. And let me give you a little bit more context what I mean about the needs. We all have needs, and we have the needs for connection, intimacy, love, if you look along the side there, or we have significance, fun, and security. These are all needs that we have, okay? And up until this point, you've been going to your wife to meet all these needs. And in a loving marriage, yes, these needs are being met, but not when she checks out. And this causes issues for you. I hear this all the time from men. They're like, oh, I just want to be able to hug my wife, but she's not there anymore. Or looking to her for validation, you know, for this significance. When you're saying and you want her to kind of agree or tell you that it's a good thing what you're saying, this is not good. And these needs, we all need to meet them, and it's fine in a loving marriage that you're meeting them through your wife. That's completely fine. But when she checks out, we got to stop trying to meet these needs that you have and start becoming self-actualizing. And that's what I'm going to be covering today on this video as part of it. I'll loop back around at the end of this video around to give you a little bit more context what I mean on these needs. So guys, it's okay to want your wife, but it's not okay to need your wife. When your wife checks out, I know it's a big surprise. A lot of guys don't see it coming. But this emotion of needing, like clinging, grabbing her, that's not going to help you. You know, that's not healthy. And you can see this as an opportunity to do the self-development that you need to have a healthy, loving relationship with your wife. Because like I said, it's okay to want your wife. She should want you, but not that you need her and that you're going to fall apart without her. You're a grown-ass man, and let's look at the steps so you can start acting that way and attract your wife back in. So let's look at the 4 steps you need to take then for your wife to change her mind when she's looking for a divorce. The first thing you need to do is you need to detach and pull back. At the moment, you're pursuing your wife, chasing after her, and it's not helping. So what you need to do is you need to accept her decision and let her know that you're focusing on herself. So stop. You're not going to save your marriage by fighting for it. I know it sounds romantic, but this is not what you want to be doing. You want to accept a decision, let her know that you understand that she wants divorce. You're not going to fight her for it, but you're focusing on yourself 100%. And if she needs you, that you're available. She's not going to hear from you as much at the moment, but if she has any questions or needs you at all, you're always available. Okay, very important, guys. The second thing is you need to focus on just communicating about the kids. Keep communication safe. Don't keep bringing up the relationship. Focus on the kids and give a little bit of space. This is for you to detach and pull back and to stop being needy. And then you need to process your emotions. Now make sure to stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to teach you how to process the emotions in the free masterclass. So stick around for that. If you're not sure about what that actually means, I teach a holistic approach to processing emotions. But you don't want to be acting out of the anger, the sadness, the panic, the resentment, whatever you're feeling right now, the frustration. If that's what you're feeling, you got to process them. That means you got to let them go. Because if you don't, you're going to show up in a way that's going to be needy, and you're going to be volatile, and you're just not going to be showing up as an empowered man that's going to be able to attract his wife back. And you need to find a support system. It's so important, guys, to find a support system that's going to help you through these difficult times. You need somebody that's going to be able to listen to you, give you some advice, let you know that everything's going to be okay. This is really important. So if you've got somebody that you love, I wouldn't recommend a family member, because what can happen there is they can end up judging your wife and telling you, no, you should leave her. No, you want to find somebody like a close friend who you know can listen, be non-judgmental, and support you. Also, there's loads of incredible groups out there that can support you, like my marriage support group for dads. I'll put a link down below where you can join that group. It's an incredible free Facebook group where you got men that have the same values and are looking for the same thing. So check out down below in the details to enroll in that or to join the marriage support group for dads. These are all very important points, guys. So to get you to detach and pull back from your wife. The second step that you need to do is you need to become self-actualizing. Do you remember I talked to you about your needs and how you're looking to her to meet your needs for validation, getting her to validate you so you feel significant, or you're looking to talk to her more to get that connection again. You're maybe wanting to give her a hug for the intimacy. These are just not available for you right now. They will be in the future when you follow the ARC system, but they're not available for you right now. So what we need to do is get you self-actualizing. And this is the way you need it to be anyway. You cannot, if you're needy and reaching out to your wife and looking to her to meet all your needs, that she should be giving you love. This is the wrong way to look at it. You need to give yourself love first, and you give yourself significance first. And this way is how you become a really empowered, magnetic, independent man. So let's give you a little bit more context on how you can become self-actualizing. Go and focus on having an amazing time with your kids. Go do something crazy like that you haven't done before. The kids are amazing. You love your kids a lot, and this is a difficult time. Go bring them to a park where they've never been before. Go on a special weekend with them. Take them out on a car trip. I don't know. Go to the nearest fun park, whatever it is. Go create new memories with your kids without your wife and just have an amazing time. All you're focusing is having an amazing time and fun with them. Okay? Then you can connect with old friends. So you've probably lost contact. If you're like a lot of dads, we focus so much on just our role as a father, as a husband, that we lose contact with our friends. It's really important to get back in contact with your old friends so that they can listen to you, that you can share, and to have that camaraderie. It's so, so important. And focus on doing something that's going to raise your significance. So I've had guys come into my program who are feeling down, their confidence is hit, and we'll focus on their career, getting their career back on track. And so get a new job, get a promotion, or take on a new responsibility where you're going to feel like, yes, I'm the man, right? This is really, really important because you're probably not feeling like the man in your marriage at the moment. So we need to look somewhere else for the time being until we get you to reconcile. And do some fun shit. It's a tough time, but go do some fun shit. I get guys who go out, they get their guns, they go shooting, they'll go out on their motorcycle, they'll go out in their car, they'll go out with their friends, they'll do stuff that they haven't done in a long, long time and go have a fun time and rediscover themselves, because this is really important. You watered yourself down, brother, with your wife over these 10, 15, 20 years. You've watered yourself down. You need to rediscover yourself, and this is literally a roadmap for how you can do that. And finally, what you can do, and this is what we do in the program, is get a journal and start writing down what you're grateful for. 3 things at the end of each day. Just reflect on, maybe it was just a good cup of coffee. Maybe it was a talk with a friend. Maybe it was how your kids told you you're the best dad in the world. Take some time and focus on the gratitude, how you can be grateful for things in your life, because this gets you to shift out of this mindset of where you're focusing on everything that's going wrong to focusing on the good things that you have in your life. This is incredibly simple, but it's incredibly powerful. So that's step number 3. Step number 2. This is step number 3. And this is about your mindset now, guys. You got to reinforce inevitability. Now, I have a different training on mindset. I'll go into this in more detail. In that training, I'll link it up above. It's the accelerator mindset. But this is, in essence, what I do with the clients that are coming into my program, is we got to reinforce the inevitability. You've had, at the moment, are feeling a lot of uncertainty. You're like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen with the divorce. We're talking to lawyers. She seems really far away from me at the moment. So you got all this uncertainty, and that doesn't help you move forward. So you need to, within yourself, once you've processed the emotions and healed that hurt, is create that sense of inevitability. And I'm going to teach you now how you can do that. You need to be clear on why you're going to reconcile with your wife. I'm going to give you a couple of reasons, and write these down, guys. And also let me know in the comments, share with me all the reasons that you are going to reconcile with your wife. Why is it inevitable to you that you're going to reconcile your marriage? So the first thing is, your wife loved you before, so she'll love you again. Your wife said yes. She said yes to you all those years ago, not to someone else, to you. And that was a huge decision. So fucking calm down, relax, Follow the processes that I teach and you're going to get your marriage back on track. She has no chance of resisting the best you. When you really lean into the process that I teach and become that best version of you, because you're relaxed, you're not panicky, you're loving, you're showing up as an amazing dad, you're going out and having fun. You know how to navigate situations where, like in the past, you'd have conflict with your wife. You're now able to navigate it masterfully and just dance around those shots that she fires at you. She has no chance of resisting you. She said yes to you all those years ago before you started doing this work. Right now, when you do all this work, you are going to be irresistible. She has absolutely no chance of resisting you. And guys, here's another thing. When you've got determination and you're taking radical ownership, that's sexy as hell. And you got to know your wife, you've both had difficulties. You've been along together for a long time, and you've overcome them in the past, so you're going to overcome them again. And finally, dial this in. I want you to burn this into your brain. There's no one like you. Even if she's having an affair, she's seeing someone else at the moment. This happens, unfortunately, but this is just a fling, right? There's no one in the world that knows her as well as you do, and there's no one like you. And you need to just get this into your brain that, look, it's inevitable. It's inevitable when you follow the right steps, you have the right process, and you do the work, you're going to reconcile with your wife. And the fourth step you need to do as a nice guy when your wife is looking for a divorce is you got to raise the bar in the relationship. Brother, to be just brutally honest with you, you're being a doormat. You're trying to be a friend to her. That's not the way. You need to raise the bar in the relationship. And let me explain that in a little bit more detail here. You're going to take responsibility for your part in the marriage, right? And so that's important. If you're watching this video, these are the type of men that come watch my videos, is you're probably already taking responsibility. What's important for you as a nice guy is don't accept her blame or shame. She's going to be bringing up stuff from the past, saying how you didn't tell her stuff about money, or you let her down, you weren't there for her emotionally, you weren't around, whatever it was. You go, yeah, okay, I hear you, and it sounds like you're really upset, but that's the past, and I'm moving forward. So you don't accept it. You say, no, I'm working on myself. You keep that to yourself, because your wife will, on the road to reconciliation, there's 4 phases on the road to reconciliation. She's going to blame you for some stuff. Right? And you shouldn't see this as, oh my God, then I can't reconcile. This is actually a good sign that you're moving through the phases on the road to reconciliation. And I'll link that training up above if you want to know a little bit more about that. So take on responsibility for yourself, but don't take her shit. If she's got stuff to work on too, brother. So you don't take on her stuff, okay? So don't accept blame or shame. The second thing is you got to call her out on toxic behavior. If she's not showing up for the kids, so like she's making promises and she's not, holding her side of the bargain and not showing up for the kids the way she should do, you need to talk to her. It's really important. Don't sit back. Don't sweep it underneath the rug. You need to discuss this because this is the way you start making progress. And she starts saying, oh my God, John can talk about these sensitive subjects. In the past, he wouldn't dare bring it up. Wow, he's getting really strong. Wow, that's impressive. Now, I have a communication guide. If you don't know how to do that, how to raise that bar, I have a communication guide down, and I'll link it down in the description. You can download it there. But you've got to call her out when she's behaving in a way that's toxic. So not keeping your side of the bargain, as in not showing up for the kids, not telling the truth, all these different behaviors. You've got to call her out on it. You just can't let it be and let it slide because you want to stay friends and you feel like, oh, you made a bit of progress. Don't go into it. You've got to go into it and call her out on it in real time. Don't wait. So download that communication guide, and that's going to give you the 7 steps on how to do this in an effective manner. And do not do this, guys. I've so many nice guys would be like, oh, wow. I've heard stories really like guys who are like, oh, my wife is now starting to share about the boyfriend she's dating. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? No, you're not her friend. Do not go into the friend zone. You're like, no, I don't care about what's going on. I'm sorry. You must have forgotten who I am. I'm not interested to know what you're doing in that affair. I'm focusing on myself. Don't go into the friend zone. You might feel like, oh, it's a good thing because we're now talking. No, man, your wife, she's your wife. You don't want to be her friend in the future. You want to be her husband. So do not slide into the friend zone. If you find yourself there, correct it quickly. And finally, what you got to do is you got to reframe where you stand in the marriage. Right? At the moment, your wife feels like she's got all the cards in her hand, like she can just do what she wants. If she says, oh, I'm going to take you back, you're going to jump right in. And I know if you're watching this video, you probably would jump right in. But brother, your marriage got to a point where It failed. You need to do some serious work here, and you need to reframe that where your marriage is currently at. Now, how you can reframe it is tell your wife, so I'm sorry, so I'm focusing on myself. I don't know what I want with my future. I'm focusing on myself, for me and the kids, and I'm moving forward regardless. And I don't know what you're talking about. You think that I would take you back. You've got to reframe it. So I know you love her and you want to get back with her, but if you're being needy and like trying to get her to reconcile right now, there's work that needs to be done, right? There's problems in the marriage. If she takes you back now, if you get back together now, without doing the work, you're going to end up in the same place in a couple of months down the road. There is no quick fix for this. So, and get that into your mind so you can reframe it for your wife. Say, hey, I'm focusing on myself. Regardless of what happens, I'm focusing on myself. And you're not telling her, I don't want to reconcile with you, or I do. You're saying that you're focusing on yourself and you're moving forward regardless. Really important. So your wife you plant the seed in your wife's mind where she starts going, oh, wow, John is moving forward regardless. Oh, he's not pushing the topic of reconciling anymore. Wow, maybe Tom or John's not going to be around for me in the future in the way that I thought, like he just jumped back into the marriage just like that, And this is where you start to see your wife come around, and you start to see her going from where you're in cold conflict to curiosity. She'll start doing a U-turn, right? And where she starts reconsidering, wow, is marriage really the best, or is divorce really the best course of action for me here? And from the hundreds of guys I've helped, she'll come to the conclusion that no, it's not. So I told you at the beginning that you're going to get the opportunity to enroll in the free masterclass. In the free masterclass, you're going to get to begin the healing process to start showing up as the empowered man that your wife needs. So brother, you need to get into this, because this is exactly the inner work that I was talking about before to make sure that this is long-lasting change so you can reconcile with your wife. I'm also going to teach you the secret to reconciling that no one else is talking about. You can find the link down below in the description. Enroll today and begin that process of reconciliation. And finally, if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to my marriage support group for dads. This is a free Facebook group filled up with a wonderful community of dads committed to avoiding divorce and reconnecting with their wife. You can find the link down below. Join today, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you've got any questions at all, post them down in the comments and let me know, what are you experiencing in your marriage and what have you tried to do to reconnect with your wife? Now make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and smash the bell button to be notified each Tuesday when I release a new video. Now with all that being said, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.